I've been thinking a lot about paths lately, specifically as it relates to where I am personally going in my life and where I've been. And one question of late that keeps coming up is, how many times have you found yourself in the right place at the right time? Where circumstances beyond our control are constantly aligning as if to facilitate our actions. The phenomenon of finding valuable and agreeable things that were not sought for is called serendipity, and frankly is missed by many because they are too focused on their current set of circumstances or future tripping to see it.
The reality of serendipity and how it relates to my own life is something I've given a lot of thought to over the past couple of years. I've seen it so often, it should no longer surprise me, but it always does. And while I have no explanation for the magical things I've seen happen, I do believe everything happens for a reason, and in a time and space that we need them to happen. In other words, things work out as they should, and more often than not as you thought they would.
Two major examples of serendipity occurred for me in this last year that really stand out. The first event took place during the heart of the pandemic lockdown. Before our move to Montana, my wife and I had planned to spread her parents' ashes in the ocean, and we decided to honor their wishes at Bodega Bay. The drive to the ocean was traffic-free, the weather was warm, and an especially incredible spring day, with hardly anyone on the beach or at the state park, giving us time and space to honor them and their memories. The very next day, the governor of California closed down all the beaches and state parks, eliminating all possibility to do what we had previously done the day before.
And that breaking news, Governor Newsom will order all California beaches and state parks to close starting this Friday. CBS 13 has obtained a memo sent to the California Police Chiefs Association detailing the order.
Then, after a few months of living in Montana, it happened again. And if I have learned one thing in life, it is that when the wave of serendipity comes, I ride it. I received an email from a charity organization I belong to regarding an auction of a buffalo hunt here in Montana. That hunt would take place in the town where I will be building my new house. While not interested in the hunt, I was interested in seeing if the donor of the hunt sold bison meat or meat hunts in general. This opportunity was important to me for two reasons. The first is, by purchasing things from a local producer, I am supporting local agriculture and in return supporting my community. And the second, it would allow me to get to know more people in my area at a time when social interaction was extremely difficult due to the stay-at-home orders. So, I sent an email about my request, and to my surprise, it was answered rather quickly by the ranch owner, who indeed did sell buffalo. When we drove out to the ranch, I discovered to my amazement that it was a quarter-mile from the property I planned to build our house on, which in itself was a strange set of circumstances. When we arrived, we were met by the rancher and instantly had a rare connection, which caught me off guard. As he was showing us around the ranch, he said, "I'm grateful that I quit drinking 14 years ago, or I wouldn't have this ranch and the life I live today," which in turn allowed me to share my time in recovery with him. The funny part was that we'd actually met once before at a 12-step meeting over 8 months prior. A meeting I decided to check out when we were here house shopping and prior to our move. And now, he was holding the very meeting at that ranch every Wednesday, a meeting I attend regularly now.
How could serendipity not be a real thing? From a random email to a chance encounter to a new era of support, all because I was living in today and followed that wave of serendipity. I found that being present lets us see the world more clearly, and therefore we grow in ways we could never have expected. If we don't fear what might or might not happen, we see what's really happening in the world around us. That's where true serendipity begins to occur. There isn't any questioning the fact that some people enter our lives and leave at the exact point that we need and want them or desire them to be there. And today proves to be one of those times. So take some time and reflect on the events in your life and how they have transpired, and you too will see what I'm talking about. Hindsight is indeed 20/20. And what I've found is that when I look back at events in my life, I begin to see exactly how they flowed and how serendipity played a part in all of that.